Welcome to episode 2 of the Wiggins podcast. Part 1 explores what makes a great business, learning key concepts from the book Good to Great by Jim Collins. Part 2, understanding the growth of the shade market. We wanted to highlight our Sun Cool mesh, its key features and benefits. Hope you enjoy listening.
All right, I'm really curious to dig into this today. We're taking a deep dive into Good to Great by Jim Collins, a book that, well, promises to unlock the secrets of companies that achieve, sustained greatness. Our mission, really, is to unearth those core insights, see what sets them apart.
Yeah, and what really jumped out, I think, from Collins' research is it's not about these sudden dramatic shifts or like one single breakthrough moment. It's more of a disciplined, cumulative process. And it often starts with this really surprising idea that good is often the enemy of great.
It really does sound counterintuitive, doesn't it? I mean, how can good, being profitable, decent employees, happy enough customers, how can that actually become a trap, a kind of complacency trap, like settling on a comfortable plateau instead of aiming higher?
Exactly. It creates this subtle but pretty powerful risk aversion. Companies tend to cling to what's worked, right? Because change is, intimidating. So the real question becomes, why shake up a good thing? And Collins argues that very mindset is what prevents greatness. Great companies, they understand sustained success needs calculated risks, not just comfort.
Okay, so overcoming that complacency, that good enough feeling is step one. Where does Collins say you start building towards great? He kicks off with disciplined people and specifically level 5 leadership. These aren't the big, charismatic, ego-driven leaders we often hear about, are they?
No, not at all. It's more quiet, determined individual. It's sort of paradoxical blend, deep personal humility, but also intense professional will. Think of a coach who, quietly pushes the team but gives them the credit. While still being absolutely ruthless about achieving excellence.
That's a great image. And this connects to his idea of first who, then what, right? Getting the right people on the bus, as he puts it, and maybe the wrong ones off.
Yes, precisely. Before you even figure out the exact destination, it's like building a championship sports team. You get the best, most dedicated, adaptable players first. Then you figure out the strategy based on their strengths. It's the right people. They'll figure it out. They'll adapt, even if the plan has to change. That creates real commitment.
Okay, so you get these disciplined people, then they can engage in disciplined thought, and a huge part of that is confront the brutal facts, the Stockdale paradox.
The Stockdale paradox. It's about holding two seemingly opposite ideas at once, maintaining absolute unwavering faith that you will succeed in the end, while at the same time confronting the absolute most brutal facts of your current reality. No rose-tinted glasses. It comes from that POW insight. The ones who survived faced the harshness head-on, but never lost faith.
So fostering an environment where truth isn't just like allowed, but actively sought out.
Exactly. Data, facts, hard conversations. And this ties right into the hedgehog concept, for that old parable about the fox and the hedgehog.
Right. The fox knows many things, but the hedgehog knows one big thing.
Precisely. It's about finding that one big thing for the company, that intersection of 3 circles. What are you deeply passionate about? What can you genuinely be the best in the world at? And what drives your economic engine? Finding that sweet spot. It's about simplifying for clarity, not, diversifying into everything. Focus.
So disciplined people, disciplined thought, naturally leading to disciplined action. What's the deal with his culture of discipline? Is it rigid control?
No, interestingly, it's not micromanagement. It's more about self-discipline. People operating with freedom, but within a very clear framework. So individuals are empowered, they take ownership, but they understand the boundaries. Again, like that highly skilled sports team players have freedom within the game plan because they are disciplined experts.
And this consistent disciplined action, that's what builds the flywheel effect, I take it. It's not one big push.
Definitely not one big push. Greatness isn't that single aha moment. It's many small, consistent, disciplined actions, little pushes on a big, heavy flywheel. Each success adds a bit more momentum, cumulatively building something unstoppable over the long haul. Patience and persistence.
Okay, last piece, technology accelerators. How does tech fit into this picture?
Collins is pretty clear here. Great companies see technology as an accelerator of momentum they already have. It doesn't create the momentum itself. Think of like a race car engine. Powerful, yes, but useless without a skilled driver, the people. And a clear strategy, the hedgehog concept. The engine just helps you execute the strategy faster.
So putting tech first can actually be a distraction, chasing trends instead of focusing.
Absolutely. It can lead you off course, chasing shiny objects instead of pushing your own flywheel. Technology should serve the strategy, make the flywheel spin faster, not try to replace it. The core direction has to come first.
Wow. Okay. So pulling this all together, what does this mean for you listening right now? Whether it's business, a project, even personal stuff, this path from just good to genuinely great, it seems like it's a really disciplined journey. It involves the right people, hard thinking, focused action, and using tools like tech strategically.
Yeah, and it really raises a fascinating question, doesn't it? How might these powerful principles in finding your personal hedgehog, identifying what pushes your flywheel, how might they apply beyond just the corporate world? How could using this kind of thinking help you or your team move from just being good at something to being truly great? Definitely something to mull over. Welcome to the Deep Dive. Ever wondered if your outdoor space could truly be an oasis, cool, protected, and maybe even healthier? Today, we're really digging into outdoor shading, focusing on a product called SunCool Mesh. We've looked at quite a bit of research here, trying to figure out what makes it tick its features, benefits, and those important certifications.
That's right. And this deep dive, it should really help you understand how this specific mesh, SunCool Mesh, offers some unique advantages for making outdoor areas comfortable, protected, and importantly, healthier.
And just quickly, it's pronounced SunCool, right? Not SunCool Mesh is one long name.
Exactly. SunCool, just like it sounds.
Got it. Okay, so let's unpack that name first. SunCool sounds simple, but what's it really telling us? What's the promise there?
Well, the name is quite literal, actually. It's designed to communicate its main job. Sun points directly to its ability to protect from harsh UV rays, from heat, basically shielding your space. And cool, well, that refers to how it shades the area, making it feel noticeably cooler, more comfortable, so you can actually use your deck on a hot day,
Right. Makes perfect sense. Okay, before we get into the specifics of the Wiggins product, maybe let's touch on PVC mesh in general.
Yeah.
Why is it such a common choice for outdoor blinds? What are the sort of baseline benefits?
Yeah, good point. PVC mesh itself has some solid advantages. For starters, it's inherently waterproof, which is huge. It also does a good job blocking wind, and it's durable. Stands up to tough weather, heavy rain, that sort of thing. And compared to some fabrics, it's often easier to clean, just wipe it down. Plus, you get decent privacy, but still some light filtering through. And of course, good UV protection, which helps stop your outdoor furniture fading so fast.
Okay, so that's the foundation. Decent stuff. But now, where does Wiggins' Sun and Cool Mesh fit in? What makes it stand out? What's the extra mile they're going here?
This is where it gets interesting. Wiggins SUN Cool Mesh really aims to amplify those standard benefits. We're talking outstanding durability performance. It's engineered specifically for really harsh outdoor conditions, designed for longevity. And beyond just being tough, it has key features like being mildew resistant. That's a big one outdoors. It's also flame retardant.
Flame retardant. For an outdoor blind, that seems significant.
It really is. It meets several strict standards: ASNZS 130.2, California Fire Marshal Title 19, NFPA 701. These aren't just letters, they represent serious fire safety testing. It means the mesh is designed to resist catching fire and spreading flames. That's a level of safety you don't often think about, but it's critical peace of mind.
Wow, okay. That's definitely something to consider. What else makes it unique? You mentioned performance,
right?
Like how it looks over time.
Exactly. Color fastness is another big plus. It's rated grade 8 by SGS.
Grade 8, exactly.
Yes. It's the highest rating possible from SGS, who are global leaders in this stuff. So what that means for you, the listener, is that the color is exceptionally resistant to fading. Your blinds should stay looking vibrant for years, even under really intense sunlight. It's also flexible, lightweight, and easy to keep clean.
Okay, impressive specs.
Right.
Now let's talk health. That UL Green Guard Gold certification you mentioned. Why is that specific certification so important, especially for someone mindful of their home environment?
Right. This is a really big deal for health-conscious consumers. UL Green Guard Gold signifies that the material has undergone rigorous testing for chemical emissions. It proves it meets strict limits for VOC's volatile organic compounds, meaning it doesn't off-gas harmful chemicals into the air around your living space. It's based on demanding tests like UL 2818. Seeing that gold mark lets you know you're making a choice that contributes to healthier air quality, which is vital even outdoors, especially in semi-enclosed patios or near windows. It's also RoHS compliant, free of certain hazardous substances like lead and mercury.
That's genuinely reassuring. So beyond certifications, any key technical details or practical things people should know about installation or use?
Sure. Performance-wise, it comes with a 10-year UV warranty, which is pretty substantial and speaks to its durability under the sun. The material itself is a blend 30% polyester, 30% PVC, and it has a 5% openness factor. That number is quite important.
5% openness. So what does that mean practically?
It means it blocks about 95% of UV rays. So excellent protection, but still allows 5% of light and some airflow through. It strikes a balance, giving you shade and privacy without making the space feel totally closed off or dark. It also boasts good breaking strength and resists bacteria and fungi. Just two minor things to maybe keep in mind. Like any PVC product, it can expand or contract slightly with big temperature swings. This might affect certain installation systems, so it's worth checking warranties. Also, because it blocks so much sun and wind, it might reduce airflow a bit compared to, say, shade sails with wider gaps. Just something to consider for very tightly enclosed spaces.
Good points. So if someone listening is thinking, okay, this sounds like what I need, how do they actually get it?
Well, in New Zealand, Wiggins is the exclusive distributor for Sencool Mesh. They supply directly to trade businesses, installers, line manufacturers, that sort of thing. And they offer services like cutting the mesh to specific sizes, which is helpful. Plus, if you need the whole setup, they also provide complete outdoor blind systems ready to be installed.
So we've really covered a lot here, how Suncool Mesh delivers that robust protection, looks good doing it, and crucially, brings certified health and safety benefits to your outdoor living areas. It takes some of the guesswork out, doesn't it?
It really does. And stepping back, understanding these kinds of details about the materials you choose, it empowers you. It helps you create outdoor spaces that aren't just comfortable on the surface, but are based on informed decisions that genuinely enhance your enjoyment and, importantly, your well-being over the long term.
Which leads us to a final thought. How might really, considering a material's complete story, its toughness, yes, but also its emissions, its safety certifications, how might that change the way you approach designing or upgrading the spaces where you spend your time, making choices that truly protect and endure?
Thank you for listening to our second episode. We hope you have taken away some good insights and new information to help your business. All the best for the month ahead.